We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Knicks. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, they played extremely well to get this win streak, Kevin, but right now they're in the midst of a game where it might not continue. The team they're facing wants to end the streak that they are on right now.
Yeah, and the longer the streak goes, the bigger the target on their back becomes. So especially now when they're facing a team as tough as this, that probably feels like it should be the one on the winning streak.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kenneth Faried is out there with Nurkic. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Jordan dishes to George. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bradley. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Here's Nurkic. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Lawson kicks to Gordon. And stolen by James. Here's Bradley. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Avery Bradley. Lawson outside. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 5. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
We've got Dang. Lawson out there with Watson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group New York will start the second with.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Lawson can't get that one to fall. Here's Larkin. Feeds to James. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Bogut. Down low, here's Lawson. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion.
And the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. Every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense.
Now as the second half of our game is about to get underway, Kevin Harlan has the call.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Derrick Rose. LeBron James is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Bradley in at the shooting guard. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Eric Gordon. James against George. Out left to the wing. Rose goes in. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. 29 seconds left in the third. And there's Paul George on the assist by Eric Gordon.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And James throws it down hard.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Faried, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And so it's New York with it. It's a 5-point game. We've got Bogut. Jordan is out there with Paul George. Then there's Jennings, and it's Gordon in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Nothing but bottoms for Gordon. He's got him falling right now.
And so here's Cleveland. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Rose sinks it.
Boy, right now it's really tough to stop Rose.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
Or tough position. George against Wright. From deep. And it's George missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Nene, he's checked in for New York. And then for Cleveland, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Adams. Faried comes in for Boris Diaw. And LeBron's subbed in for Darrell Wright. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Brooklyn Nets. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for New York, LeBron James. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
Shooting for New York, Shane Larkin. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. New York calls timeout. They're behind by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
Yep. You summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And Cleveland making a change here. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They lead by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
That's off as well, so he misses both. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to me.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sport